Nothing in this podcast is intended as investment advice, and the people in this podcast may hold positions in the stocks they talk about. Do not buy any investment based solely on a tip or recommendation. Please do your own research.
Hello and welcome to the Midweek Takeaway. Today we're joined by Julian Wheatland, CEO of Cornerstone FS. Welcome back, Julian. Hope you're well.
Hi, nice to see you, Phil. Nice to see you, Kevin.
Well, today you announced a trading update with a strong Q1 revenue being the take-home message. Do you want to talk us through this revenue growth?
Yeah, sure. We in January, we put out a trading update that said that our revenue performance and indeed margin performance in 2021 was a big step up and very positive. And we're pleased to announce today that for quarter one this year, the trend has continued. And in fact, we've done more revenue in the first quarter of this year than we did in the first half of last year.
So would you say that met expectations or even exceeded them at this point?
I think it's probably slightly ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was one bit in the RNS that mentioned excluding the contribution from acquisitions. Just what sort of contributions can you see any further acquisitions adding to create even higher revenues?
Oh, a lot. I mean, our strategy is still an acquisitive strategy, and we still have a good pipeline of potential companies that we're looking to bring into the family, as it were. And that will bring us to EBITDA positive within, certainly, I'm not going to put a precise timeline on it, but we think that another few acquisitions will bring us to EBITDA positive. But of course, if we keep exceeding our expectations with regards to organic revenue growth, then that will make that happen sooner. Sure.
And another message that I sort of took home from the RNS was the fact that a key contributor to that revenue generated was obviously the group's Asia team and the Dubai office, namely, that was brought on board in this, I think it was the second half of 21. Do you anticipate that this model can be used and other regions can be onboarded too?
Yeah, we do. We think there's a lot of opportunity internationally. I mean, to say specifically about that Asia business, most of that business was business that we were doing anyway, but it was through a white label partner. Bringing it on board didn't per se increase the amount of revenue, but it increased the margin that we were able to secure from that. The fact that revenue has grown so fast is a real testament to the hard work of the team and the opportunity in the market.
The increase in margin is historic, basically. I mean, to go from, I think, 29% to 51.5% is almost doubling that margin in a tight competitive sort of business. This is exceptional. No, you must be very pleased with this.
Very pleased. I mean, this is the message that we've been trying to communicate since we listed last year, is that there is huge potential in this business. Both the use of the technology and the untapped market opportunity, both in the UK and internationally, creates a really significant opportunity, and the future is very exciting.
4.8 million market cap. I can't be reading that right, can I?
Please. All it does is it breaks my heart to hear that. It's I can't put any rationale on that.
No.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make much sense. I mean, the other thing, we talked very briefly, or not briefly, we talked in more detail when we had a longer interview, but also the ability to financially benefit the company from an amazing client base that you're also generating is also obviously a possibility going forward as well. Yeah. The potential to monetize this in many, many different ways is phenomenal. I mean, somebody buying a property in Dubai is probably also setting up a business. If they're setting up a business, then probably they're going to be exporting, whatever. So again, there's the opportunity for ongoing business in that respect. And I presume, yes, the property is one big deal and very healthy margin and profit. But really, if you could get £1 million a month from a trading company going in and out, that's going to be great business. No?
Yeah, for sure. The real estate is great business, but it's the businesses and the companies that those customers have and other corporates is where the real sweet spot is. Because as you say, once we get embedded in them, and once we've given them the technology solution, which is their first port of call then for where they go to do their daily business in the accounting department and the finance department, then that creates all the opportunity to sell in many other products and services, other financial services products, just to overlay finance on it, to insurance, payroll. I could go on. There's where the real prize is.
Yeah, and as you say, as it stands at the minute, for less than £5 million, if this in 1 or 2 years' time continues on this scenario of increase of margin, or even if the margin stays at 50% and your revenue starts to grow exponentially, which is what it started to do now, obviously. I mean, this is going to be a real cash cow within a couple of years, you would imagine.
I'm confident that it will. I'm confident that even if there was zero growth expectations, which in itself would be insane, that the PE ratio would be the lowest in the market if it stayed where it was. I'm confident that it won't.
Well, keep doing the good work, and let's hope the market wakes up and realizes that actually this is worth considerably more than it is. And as you've already said to us in the past, this is about buying more of these companies so that we can increase that revenue and increase that margin.
Yeah.
So I expect within the next number of months, we're going to have more opportunities to increase that revenue. Is that fair to say?
I'm certainly looking forward to talking to you in the near future with more news.
So, yeah, and I guess, as you say, you look forward to updating the market on further progress in the actual audited results for the year end 31st of December 21, which I think you're intending to do to announce in June of this year. So we look forward to talking to you again soon, Julian. Thanks for your time.
Great. Thank you very much.
This podcast was brought to you by Roast PR Limited. If you would like to appear on a future episode of The Sunday Roast, please email admin@thesundayroast.net.